Afternoon legends, thanks for tuning in. Off out in the Devilla Forest this week, and it's my first solo camp in around 10 months, so really looking forward to it, but at the same time I'm pretty anxious. And as it is also my first solo camp in a while, the video is going to be a little different compared to my previous videos. And guys, we are expecting heavy rain in the next hour or so I'm really looking forward to that. And it's been a long time since I was last out in heavy rain. I think the last time I had some rain during a camp was when lockdown restrictions were eased. Me personally, I love watching a camping video in the rain. I love listening to the rain hit off the ground, hit off the tent, hit off the tarp. So hopefully I'll be able to offer that to you guys as well. And a special shout out to everyone in relation to the kind messages I've been getting in relation to my mental health. Hugely appreciated, guys. Just about got a little fire on the go. Going to do some cooking. I'll document that as well, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So what's cooking in Monty's kitchen? We have Tilda pure basmati rice, we have Vivera That's vegetarian chicken. We have Korean hot chili sauce and a nice stir fry mix with, I don't know how you pronounce that, bean, broccoli, it's got carrot, it's got cabbage, it's got bean sprout. So looking forward to that. How tasty does that look? So for anyone that's seen my previous Devilla Forest video, you'll see that we previously pitched our tent there, and then we had the tarp leaning towards the fire, and that allowed the heat to get trapped under the tarp, and it also travelled under the tent, so it was a nice toasty night. But as you can see, it's like a semi-bushcraft area, and behind us you have plenty of more spots. We had someone, this is actually the third time I've camped here, Outdoor Alley pitched his tent there. Craig Linton and his girlfriend had their tent just behind those trees, and Mackenzie pitched over there. So if anyone's looking for a forestry area with an abundance of camping spots, this would be your to-go place. So tonight's setup, guys, I have the nature hike Cloud Peak with me. Blends in brilliantly with the environment along with the tarp. And if it's raining, I'm hoping to just sit up my chair, sit there and listen to the rain trickle off the tarp instead of just lying in the tent. I appear to have a fair bit of beasties cutting about my tent. They're not midges, they're not attacking me or biting me, they're just flying around me. But there's quite a few, so let's get inside so they don't get inside. Honestly guys, what are yous playing at? So tonight's setup, I have not one but two close cell foam mats with me. That's because the Thermarest Meall Buidhe X-Lite has been misbehaving. I feel like it's been deflating in the middle of the night, and therefore, you know, like my bony parts, like my waist, rib cage is starting to dig into the ground, and I can feel the cold. And I'm not too sure if that's because I'm applying too much pressure in a specific area, because in order to flatten the ground I stuff jumpers and what underneath. So on the safe side, if this does deflate again, then I've got a fallback. However, a lot of people have complained about the Thermarest Meall Buidhe X-Lite. It appears to blow both hot and cold. Some people, they've been perfectly fine with it. Others, like myself, issues. Got my Trekology pillow. What I'll do is I'll probably put a jumper behind there to raise it a little bit more. Pretend it's two pillows. And with me, my sleeping bag, the Vango Ultralight 600. This bad boy goes down to around 0 Celsius, and I'll be using it as a blanket tonight, as tonight's temperature is not to fall below 15 Celsius. So it's going to be a muggy one. As you can see, you can easily fit two people in here. Got a nice big pocket up there, and two doors. Symmetrical vestibules. The headroom in this tent is absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm 6'3". Plenty. However, this tent does come with a fault. As you can see, it has a guy out point at each pole, apart from this one, where I've tied it to the hook. So I'm hoping that the stitching here is every bit as strong as here. I can't be bothered sending it back for a refund. It was during the end of the pandemic when there was no nature hikes in stock in the UK. So I had to get this imported to Germany where my friend lived, and they sent it over. So it's a lot of hassle. I'll probably just get a professional to stitch it on. It's been an easy camp so far. Just been fed, dossing about, sitting down, listening to some music. Just waiting for the rain to arrive, and that's going to be the best part. Just checked the updated forecast. There doesn't appear to be any rain coming whilst I'm awake. So that's coming down. Remember in the good old days when it used to rain in Scotland? What am I supposed to do with my webbed feet now? Climate change be like, let's give Scotland a break. No. Pummel us, destroy us. I want to be out camping in the rain, the snow, the winds. It's going to end up being a desert. Camels everywhere. Can you imagine going camping and there's camels? But let's start a little debate, guys. What do you prefer? Do you prefer it when it's nice, warm, sunny, dry weather? Or do you prefer it when it's rainfall, snowfall, strong winds? For me, camping's all about the self-reliance. Being able to take on the elements with ease, keeping that brain stimulated. And the rainfall, any form of precipitation and strong winds, that's external stimuli that keeps the brain going. See, when it's just dry and calm, you'd be as well sitting out in the back garden. Now, if it was dry and calm in winter, that's different because it's cold and you have to have a constant heat source. So you have to go foraging for wood, keeping the fire alive. But in summer, I don't know if I'm coming across as selfish or justly frustrated. I mean, we have some wonderful privileges being able to camp in Scotland. The right to roam, the abundance of camping spots, beautiful areas, mountainous landscapes, forests, the list goes on. But it's genuinely been since the end of March, beginning of April, since I've had a rainfall camp. So I'm just going to ride the evening out, listen to some music. I've got some Sufjan Stevens on, move on to Don Caballero, and then the Red House Painters, and maybe some Manic Street Preachers. Lay in the tent, have a warm noodle soup, and head to bed around 10 PM. In the meantime, I'll continue to sit here, and that's my view. And as you can see, the tent is still blending in nicely. Let's head down to the little loch. As you can see, guys, in this forest there are plenty of spaces to camp. Another shout out to Nortive8 who also dispatched these boots to my address. As you can see, they're rather nice, a nice colour, but again, I'm not the to-go guy in regards to boot quality. However, I took these up Meall tarmac and they were generally comfortable. It was my own fault for not wearing a thicker pair of socks. I thought I was initially going to get a blister just above my back heel, but in the end it didn't materialise too much. So again, I'll drop a link in my description box, and if anyone fancies getting a pair of boots from Nortive8, drop me a message and I'll try and get a discount code. I've already messaged the lady that I've been in contact with, and they said next week they may be able to get some discount codes. Time for a nice warm meal before bed. Job done. Then into bed. Right guys, so that's me heading to bed. Still disappointed there was no rainfall, but we could see some about 4 o'clock in the morning. But I will be taking my anti-anxiety medication, which will knock me out, and I'm going to bed real early because I need to get up first thing in the morning, head to Glasgow, head off to Bike for Good and get myself a bicycle. Now that I can't go out running anymore, I'll have to take up cycling, a non-impact sport, for my knee. So all in all, it was a decent camp, a very calming camp. I just spent most of the day just sitting down, listening to music, taking in nature, and now I'm really looking forward to tonight's sleep. So thanks again for tuning in guys, and if you like the content, I'd appreciate it if you dropped a comment and hit the subscribe button. And again, I'd really appreciate it if I could hear if I could hear your thoughts regarding what weather you're interested in camping in, if you find it better in winter or if you find it easier in summer. So take care y'all, look after yourselves.